Alright guys, so for your last lesson for English today, we are going to be going over the differences between these three words. To, two, and two. Now, the three words sound the same, but they're spelled differently and have different meanings. What are those called again when they sound the same but have different meanings? You're right, they're called homophones. So let's talk about these three words and their different meanings. The words two, and two sound exactly alike, but they are spelled differently and have different meanings, which is what we just said. The clues in a sentence can help you decide which word to use. Study the following chart to learn what each word means. So this chart right here is really going to help you. It not only gives the definition of each word, but it also gives you a sentence to show you when that word is going to be used. So here we're talking about to, T-O, okay? To, T-O means in the direction of. So it always is talking about directing towards something or someone. So here the example sentence says, I went to school, meaning I went to the direction of this place, the school. Or if you send somebody a letter, you usually say, to Freddie from Miss Denise, right? So to Freddie is saying the direction that I'm sending it to. I'm sending it to Freddie, okay? Now this to right here is T-W-O, and this to is talking about the number 2, okay? The example sentence says, I ate 2 plums. That means the number of plums that they ate was 2. And here we have to, T-O-O. This to means also. Another way you can think of it is if I've had enough, like way more than I should have. And here are two example sentences. So in the way of saying also is when you can say, I ate pears too, meaning I ate pears also or as well. Okay, so to, one meaning is also, like me as well. Another meaning is more than enough, like I ate too much. I ate more than enough. Okay? So you guys need to remember the differences. A way that I remember, or when I first learned this is how I would remember it, is T-O-O means more than enough, right? That's why there are two O's. There's too many O's for you to remember that this too has to do with more than enough or also. Like, I'm doing it. Oh, me too. This O wants to join that O. I know that's kind of silly, but that's a way that I would remember it, okay? So whenever it's me too or I've had too much, that's the one with two O's, okay? And then the number is the one with the W, and this one is in direction to, when you go somewhere. Okay, so with that in mind, and I'm going to keep the chart right up here so you can see it, let's do speak up. Now you're going to tell me which two we're going to use in this sentence to complete it, okay? And after you say it, I'm going to flash the answer on the screen for what it's supposed to be, okay? So number 1, Mom took me to her office. Now which two is this? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? Well, the correct answer is T-O, because it's talking about the direction that they're going to her office, okay? Number 2, she took my best friend too. Now, which two is that? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? The correct answer is T-O-O, because it's saying that she took her best friend as well, or also, okay? Number 3, her office is 2 blocks from our house. Which two is that? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? Well, it's saying how many blocks it is away from our house, so it would be 2 T-W-O. Very good. Number 4, there were too many stairs to climb. Now, which two is that? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? Well, if you're saying that it's more than enough, or also, that would be T-O-O. There were too many stairs. That means a lot of stairs, meaning too much, more than enough. It would be T-O-O right there. Number 5, we walked to the elevators. Which two is that? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? Well, it's saying we walked in the direction of something, so this would be we walked T-O to the elevators. Number 6, we rode up 2 floors. Now, which 2 is that? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? Well, we rode up a number of floors, so that would be T-W-O. We rode up 2 floors. And number 7, last one. Later, Mom will take us to a restaurant for lunch. Which 2 is that? T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O? Well, if Mom is taking us in a direction, that means she's taking us to T-O, a restaurant for lunch. Right, not that bad, right, guys? Just need to remember the differences, and remember this chart right here will help you. I'll put a picture of this chart in OneNote under English lessons, so you guys can always have this chart as well, okay? Now let's go over your assignment for today. Okay, so on OneNote, you're going to see this page on your own, and you are going to write in the blank which 2 it is, if it's T-O, T-W-O, or T-O-O, just like we did in the example on the other page. So let's look at the example sentence. We went to the park. Which 2 is it? It's talking about a direction that you went to, so it would be T-O, and that's what they did right here. So I'm going to put a space for you to fill this in on OneNote, and you're going to write your answer. And that's what you're going to do for 8 through 14, okay? For 15 through 20, this email invitation has 6 mistakes. 6 mistakes in using 2, 2, and 2. Write the invitation correctly. So this invitation will be on OneNote for you. All you have to do is highlight the mistakes. And how many are there again? 6 mistakes. So you're going to read this invitation right here and highlight where they misspelled 2, depending which 2 they're talking about. So let's look at the example. Bring a towel to the park. Well, what 2 is this? Remember the hint I told you about T-O-O? That means also or more than enough. Bring a towel more than enough or also to the park? That doesn't make sense, right? So this is talking about a direction that they're going to. So which 2 is that? This one right here. Bring a towel to T-O, the park. So you would highlight this one because that's not correct. Okay? And that's all your assignment is for today. Make sure you guys get that done so we can start reviewing and studying for your test that you're going to have on Friday. All right? So go ahead on OneNote and get this done.